Hello and welcome to this lecture, and I'm excited about this lecture because it's the master networking tip that nobody talks about. It's something that's very obvious, and I don't know why more people don't do it, and you'll quickly see. First of all, I don't take the credit for this tip. It's actually, I give the credit to my friend Jared Benson. He's one of the co-owners of a design agency called Punch Cut. They're based in San Francisco, and they have an office in New York. I was at his office a year ago or 2 years ago visiting in San Francisco, and went into his office and saw, their organization that they have, and it's a great big organization. I asked him what was one of the key things that they did when they were starting out to grow their business when in terms of networking, and that's what I'm going to share with you right now. So I want to help you take your networking to the next level. And up until this point, I've talked about the traditional networking places like the mixers, the chambers, and so forth. And this is what everyone does when they want to reach out, and it's a great place to start. If you did only that, it would be great, and it would feed you with a steady stream of new clients. But right now, you're going to take it to the next level. Instead of attending networking meetings where everyone is trying to pitch their own business, start going to conferences in your chosen niche or vertical. So let's say, for example, in the early days in my business, I found that I had a lot of home services professionals. These kind of clients, these kind of people as clients. They were painters, they were roofers, they were contractors, etc. So what I did is I went to home shows. One home show I went to was huge, and in fact, two of my clients were there. And one of my clients introduced me to one of her friendly competitors. They kind of had this friendly competition going, and she said, this is Sean, he works with me in our online marketing. And then she went on to speak at the event, and after she left and she was up on stage speaking, the guy pulled me aside and asked if I could help him with his company's online marketing. And I said, well, I'm sorry, but I only work with one company in a particular industry in a specific region, and so I had to say no. But at that very same home conference, whatever it was, home improvement conference, I collected more cards that I could even follow up with my business. And it just shows you that when you're the only one, and here, let me just show you. When you're the only one in the room offering online marketing, you stand out. So when you're the only person representing your online marketing company at the conference or the workshop or whatever, you're going to stand out big time. And like I said at the very beginning of the course, every business owner knows they need to be online. And all of the trade shows and conferences, the subject is bound to come up. When they ask about online marketing, somebody in the audience is going to raise their hand and say, well, what are we supposed to do about Twitter? Or somebody else is going to raise their hand and say, well, what are we supposed to do about Yelp or Angie's List? I keep getting bad reviews on Yelp. And so what you can do is you can humbly raise your hand and say, hey, I can help you, and offer some key advice. All the eyes in the crowd are going to turn on you, and of course the business is going to follow. So what you need to do is choose your niche. Go to their trade shows, go to the conferences, be the expert, and give your best information away freely, and the business will follow. And it's really important to give your best information away. You might think, well, wait, what if they just take my information and go do it themselves? And that's a possibility, but that means they're not your ideal client anyways, right? They're not going to hire you to do the work. So it doesn't matter. But when you give your best information away and you don't hold anything back, all of a sudden you're demonstrating your expertise, and people are going to line up to talk to you. I promise, take my word for it. They'll give you their card and they'll say, call me, let's talk. I just got a bad review on Yelp, or I need to do YouTube videos, or my competitors just put up a new website and I want mine to look like his. You'll hear conversations like that. But this is one of the best networking tips that I can give. Go to the Chambers of Commerce meetings, go to the mixers. Those are great places to start. But focus in on your niche. Again, it's why it's important to zero in on a particular vertical. Zero in on that niche and go to where those people hang out. If all of the roofers are hanging out in one place, go to where they are. If all of the dentists are at a dental convention in San Diego, go there. And you can walk around and get to know people. And as you ask questions, you're going to hear that they really do need help with online marketing. And you're the only person at the entire conference that knows how to do it. So that's that for this. I hope you get it. Let me know if you have any questions. We can talk about it in the discussion board. And I will see you in the next lecture.